Here's what my plan is. In the next 2 months, I want to go from 500 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers.
Seen people literally start a channel and within a month hit 100,000 subscribers.
But before I can do that, what I really need to understand, what does YouTube really want?
Charlie!
There's one thing that YouTube really wants, is more ads. And the way YouTube can show more ads is by two different things. Number one is the more people there are on the platform, the more ads it can show. Number two, the longer you stay on YouTube, the more ads it can show. So those are the two things that YouTube really wants. In order for us to reach 10,000 subscribers, what we really need to do is help YouTube reach its goal. And by helping YouTube reach its goal, YouTube is gonna help us reach our goal, which is 10,000 subscribers by New Year's. Here's the number one thing that YouTube really cares about. It's audience retention. Meaning, how long are you gonna watch this video? Are you gonna drop out halfway? Or are you gonna watch it all the way through? Because I'm gonna reveal something really cool at the end. You might be wondering, how can you capture your audience attention and keep them for the duration of your video? So here, I'll show you a couple things that you can do right now to improve that. But before I show you how to improve your audience retention, let me show you where you can see where the audience retention is. You go to your YouTube studio, then you click on the videos tab on the left, then you find the video that you really want to see the analytics for. So you click on the analytics bar right here, and then if you scroll all the way down, you can see audience retention. So here you can click see more, and then here YouTube will show you exactly where people dropped out, and you can see and make judgments based off that. Now let's go back and I'll show you exactly how to improve audience retention. The first one is jump cuts, and jump cuts. That's probably the simplest way to make your videos more interesting. What you really want to do is every 10 seconds or so, change the angle of your camera or make a jump cut. So that way your viewers are kept engaged the entire time and they don't just get bored and drop out. The second way to keep your audience attention is by B-roll. If you don't know what B-roll is whenever you're talking about something, show a clip of that. So example, if I'm talking about exercising, I need to show a video of me exercising or a video of somebody exercising.
All right, beast mode. Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
So that way the viewer doesn't get bored by you just talking, but instead they can see some action. The third way to improve your audience retention is by simply having two cameras. Yes, having two cameras is gonna be more expensive, but you're going to engage your audience and it's gonna be interesting to watch this video because, well, there's a lot of action happening right now. Tip number 4 for keeping your audience is to make shorter videos. Yes, I know most people are trying to aim for 10 minutes, but this is not a rule that you have to follow. It's 10 minutes if your audience really wants that and the information that you're giving is entertaining for the entirety of this video. But if your video is only 5 minutes, don't try to stretch for 10 minutes because what is gonna end up happening are people are just gonna drop out halfway through. Last but not least important to keep your audience engaged, add text and titles everywhere in your videos as you're talking. If there's something you can add, a title or a text of some sort while you're speaking, go for it, you should do it. The second important thing that YouTube looks through as a metric to judge whether your video is good or not is click-through rate. So whenever you're on a homepage of YouTube and you're looking through the videos that it's recommending you, which one are you gonna click? If your video, while it's being shown, a lot more people click on it, then your click-through rate is high. With thumbnail, just get creative, look at the top YouTubers, what they're doing, and try to replicate something similar. With the title, there's been studies shown that if you start with a number, then the likelihood of your video getting higher click-through rate is much higher. So try to include a number because people really like numbers. So if you include how to get 10,000 subscribers in 2 months, people might like it and might just click on it. Do you see what I did there? I know, I used the old good clickbait. If you clickbait, but the content of your video actually is exactly what your title is, then it's not clickbait. So don't worry about that. People, while they're watching it, they'll understand that it's not a clickbait, so they're gonna continue watching it. For example, for me, in 2019, I made 77% in stock market, and even though it does sound like it's a clickbait, but it's not, because I exactly show you how I got it. And if you wanna check that video out, go ahead, I'll link it in the description. You might be wondering, why is click-through so important for YouTube? Well, there's actually a pretty good reason for it, so hear me out. If at the end of the video you just click away from YouTube and go to TikTok, well, YouTube just lost money on ads. So what YouTube really wants you to do is as soon as you've finished watching a video, it wants you to give you a really cool title and a thumbnail for you to click to the next video, so that way YouTube can keep you in the loop of watching more videos. Well, because that's how they generate money. So yeah, make a pretty cool thumbnail and also make a pretty catchy but truthful title. The third thing that you really need to do in order to get more subscribers on YouTube, though it's not necessary, it's a pretty cool way of getting a lot of subscribers, is bringing your followers from your Instagram, from your Facebook, TikTok, and Reddit. So if you have some sort of post that you can share onto other platforms, go ahead and do it, because when YouTube sees that you bring from other platforms users to YouTube, YouTube will reward you because you're bringing more audience to YouTube. Also, just a small side note, if you're ever running out of content, let's say if you're in a fitness niche and you don't know what video to make, just go on to Reddit or Facebook groups, join them, and see what people are really wondering about and what their questions are. So that way, by answering those questions in your YouTube videos, you're making more videos. But also, you can engage the audience and bring them to YouTube. So that's pretty cool. And this is gonna be one of the techniques that I'll be applying in my journey to help myself reach 10,000 subscribers. The fourth way on how to gain more subscribers is to make how-to videos. Example, how to and fill in the blank, or review videos. Those are actually pretty good because you can get organic search on YouTube and people will search for those and they'll come and watch your videos. An example is Casey Neistat is actually a pretty well-known YouTuber, and one of the ways that when he was coming up, was gaining a lot of audience is by uploading videos of reviewing iPhones and modern tech. So don't skip out on this one. This one's actually pretty good, especially if you're at the beginning of your journey. Add how-to or review videos. Last but not least important, tip number 5. If you already made a few videos and one of your videos performed pretty well, piggyback off of that video and show your audience what they really want to see. An example, in my channel about 3 years ago, I made a few videos and one of the videos have gotten a lot more views than any of my other videos. So what I'm gonna do next is provide my audience exactly what they want. I'm gonna provide an explanation of how I made that video. What you really wanna do is copy the tags and copy the title and modify the title a little bit and make a video that's pretty similar to that. Maybe you can go into deeper details about that video. Because what's gonna end up happening is that once people watch that video, they're gonna most likely click on this one because it's gonna be in the suggestion. And also, as a bonus, I'll show you how to get tags from other videos. There's an extension on YouTube that you can download and you can see what other people use as tags, and you can copy and paste and to use them as your own tags, especially at the beginning when you're completely clueless which tags to put on your videos. If you stuck till the end of this video, thank you so much. And also, if you want to help me reach my 10,000 subscriber goal by the end of the year, go ahead and subscribe. It'll really help. Other than that, have an amazing day.